Welcome students and parents of Year 8. Now this is the Geology options video. My name is Mr. Jfoulger and I'm head of Geology at Canon Slade School, as well as being one of the year heads within the sixth form. Now we're very privileged in this school to offer Geology at GCSE and then thereafter into A-level, and I want to show you some information on the subject whenever you're watching this at home in the comfort of your own home. So GCSE Geology 2021 entry for Canon Slade represents a fantastic opportunity for you all, because it's a subject that you haven't had a chance to explore that much in years 7 and 8 so far. Now we will be doing some taster lessons through your geography subject teachers, and also we'll be doing a taster lesson as a whole year group, which I'll be personally delivering to you via Microsoft Teams. But geology can be simply explained through this little quote that I put on the first slide. The present is the key to the past principle. Everything that geologists do look into the past and work out how present processes that happen on the planet today can tell us about what's happened a long time ago. But also, if we understand what's happened a long time ago, can that do anything useful for humanity and to solve the issues of mankind today? So what is geology? Well, geology is the study of the earth, and it concentrates deeply on the understanding of how and why processes operate and what's happened in the past, and therefore what might happen in the future. It's also much more scientific than you might first think. So it's similar to physical geography. So if you enjoyed geography in year 7 and 8 and you've liked the topics such as the Iceland topic, and you've enjoyed the Ice Age part of that topic, you've enjoyed looking at some of the rocks in year 7 and the rock cycle, well, it would be likely that geology would be the subject for you. It's also the only subject in the curriculum where we get to look at earth hazards such as plate tectonics linked to volcanoes, earthquakes, and those kind of processes, because currently the GCSE geography doesn't really cover that. So if you like the idea of hazards, natural hazards, volcanoes, earthquakes, try to understand why the planet works, about its tectonic plates, what lies beneath our feet, a little bit of geophysics, then this might be the subject for you. And you are very lucky in that, because you have one dedicated subject teacher in the form of myself, as well as a really well-resourced specific teaching room with a range of specimens and a huge collection. Now, we've been fortunate enough to teach within Canon Slade geology for over probably more than 70 years continuously, going back to my predecessor and the predecessor before them. Now, geology, therefore, is entrenched in the culture of the school, which is a great subject and a great thing, because it's actually an academic subject which sets you apart from many of the candidates. So geology is basically based on evidence from the rock record. It can date back 4.6 billion or 4,600 million years. That's the sort of time scales we're working on. And some of the photographs that you see there are our students actually working live in, well, not live in the field, but working outside in the field, gaining some evidence from the rock record about the past. They're actually sitting on an ancient ocean bed that's 400 million years old. So where did it all start? Well, the study of geology came from this man, James Hutton, in the top right. So this is Hutton's unconformity in the bottom right of the screen. Now, James Hutton was the first person to look at deep time, along with another person called William Smith. And these are maps made by William Smith. The middle map is William Smith's original geological map of the country, and this is the present day geological map of the country. And you'll see they have a really clear significance. So these two people were the people that started to think very differently about time and what was recorded in the rock record. And that's what you'll kind of do. You'll have a journey right through the subject from their work all the way through to modern day research that's going on in modern day universities. So we're going to be looking into the past. We're going to be looking at paleontology, mass extinctions, fossils, what killed off the dinosaurs, How did climate change happen in the past and global warming, and how might that happen in the future? Are you aware that we're actually having a 6th mass extinction? There's been 5 current mass extinctions, and we're currently potentially, as a human species, creating something called the Anthropocene, human-caused mass extinction. So we're going to look at all of that with global warming. We also look at how mountain belts grow and volcanoes form. We'll look at the major rock cycle group and the rock groups within the rock cycle. So igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks, and the differences between them and what they can tell us about how the process operates. That bit is fascinating and a really good opportunity to get the specimens out and actually see firsthand the evidence from the rock record. You're going to be touching things that are over 500 million years old within the classroom, which is pretty cool. We then look at quarries and cuttings and how engineers use geology to inform their day-to-day work for our safety. We're also going to see crystallization of rare minerals and exciting new minerals. I'm going to teach you the main 12 rock-forming minerals. We look at, like I said, what killed off the dinosaurs and mass extinctions. We even look at different dinosaur types. We look at sedimentary formations, and within those, that's where a lot of our earth metals are found. So if you own a smartphone, which I'm sure you do, every single thing from that smartphone has come from geology. It has to be mined or quarried. Same thing if you've got a car. Everything that runs your car has come from fossil fuels. A geologist had to find that and mine it. So we teach you a lot of those principles, how we go about mapping deposits on the fieldwork class. We do 2-day residential, which most students really enjoy in year 10. We go up to the Lake District in Cumbria, and we do a lot of field skills. Learning the subject hands-on is the best way, in my opinion, to learn it. The cost is usually around about £150, and we're going to try and do a day visit too within year 9. In terms of the assessment, there's one theory paper, and also that paper is computer-based. So all of your questions you'll do based on the computer. You'll type it all up in one of our computer suites. It's really easy to use. It means you can change your answer. And we often find our students say that's the best bit about the assessment, because it's really accessible. We follow the EDUCAS exam board. It's the only one that offers GCSE geology. There are 2 exam boards for A-level, but for GCSE, it's only EDUCAS, which is part of the Welsh board, part of the WJC. So check that out online at EDUCAS's website. And we have one practical-based paper, which is partly based on your fieldwork experience. We don't have any coursework, which a lot of our students say now is a good thing. It takes up a lot less time at GCSE. We have various questions, so multiple choice questions, which are maximum 3 marks, short answer questions, stimulus response questions, and extended answers, which are up to 6 marks and require quality of written communication. So in terms of being part of the solution, there's lots of careers that geology might lead you into, and it's a highly transferable subject, which means employers are looking for your research, evaluation skills, and general mathematical ability and scientific ability, and the techniques that we study to make you very employable. So within school, obviously, we do the GCSE, but also if you were thinking beyond that, maybe where you could go, and it's a long way off, you might end up coming to the 6th form and doing the A-level. Even if you didn't, it would be a really good starting point just to get a 4th science. And these are some of the careers. So I'm not going to read through all of them, but travel, forestry, management, engineering industry, mining, volcanology, studying the climate, various people involved in environmental issues. Even people that get into medicine and the medical sciences have often done geology. Meteorologists, people who are studying the weather. Oceanographers, teachers, architects, the list is endless. Conservation officials, waste managers, cartographers who are map makers, oceanographers, oil geologists working for the oil industry, geophysicists trying to work out how the planet works. These are some of the careers that you can go into, and they're a very small selection of all the possibilities. Now, I want to show you a video clip, which is going to show you, I will show that in a minute. I'm going to show you the video clip from one of our students in a minute. But this one is just to show you what some of the geologists do. Now, what does geology go well with? Well, it goes really well with geography, the sciences, maths, and technology-based subjects. Because not all scientists work in white coats, and these are research scientists here. Very famous top photograph, one of Britain's most famous black geologists. He's made the headlines recently, you may have seen, for his work on carbonate platforms. This is him here working actually on an active volcano. On the right-hand side, we've also got a famous geologist here working in Hawaii on Mauna Loa volcano. And also, again, really common to see geologists working out in the field in places like Antarctica. And this is Antarctic ice core climate research going on. Now, if that fascinates you, in a few years' time, you could be doing this. That's how amazing this subject is. And this is what our students do. So Izzy on the left-hand side and Jen are both currently at Durham University. Izzy's currently a master's student and Jen is an undergraduate. In the middle, we see a former student here who took the GCSE and the A-level. This is Rebecca Winstanley. She's currently researching volcanoes on Ascension Island. If you want to check out the link, just go on to Rebecca Winstanley, Ascension Island, volcanology.com, and you'll find this little blog about her work. She's ex-Canon Slade. And James Foster on the right-hand side, one of our really positive young men who finished geology a few years ago with us, is now currently a professional geologist and a current researcher. He's gone back to Liverpool University. And what our students say, well, I always judge a subject based on the student's satisfaction. We have excellent student satisfaction. I'm the only teacher of geology. That makes me the best and the worst teacher of geology in the school. But geology is such a fantastic student. This is what one of our students said recently. It really makes you think. The teaching is brilliant. Shame she didn't say inspirational, but she did say brilliant. And the environment is supportive. So glad I took it, as I really enjoy geography and the sciences. Now, that's really high acclaim from students who, not so long ago, were thinking the same as you, thinking, am I going to get on well in this subject? And the answer is yes. If you want to do a science, four sciences, geology is that science. You can take it alongside geography. You don't need to choose between them. And in fact, lots of our students are also geographers, which helps their grades in both subjects. There's lots of co-teachability between the two. And you see here's a lot of our students on the field work in year 10, really enjoying the Lake District trip. So I want to show you a final endpoint of what our students say. And this is from one of our students, Izzy Gregory, who's currently studying for a master's at Durham University. So I'm going to share this video with you now, and I'm going to leave you on this high. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching this little clip. This one's only short. And then any questions, please do email me at j.foulger@canon-slade.bolton.sch.uk. And I'm going to leave you in Izzy's capable hands to explain why you should do geology for one of your GCSEs. It is essential that you pick it. It's so interesting in the subject.
Hi everybody, I'm Izzy Gregory and I left Canon Slade a couple of years ago. I went to Canon Slade from year 7 to year 13 and I'm now doing a master's degree in geology at Durham University. So I took geology at A-level but not GCSE, and I wish that I had, because I developed such a strong love for the subject that I wanted to pursue it further. Currently I'm studying volcanic eruptions and how they affect the climate. But geology covers such a wide range of topics, and it's a great subject to do if you enjoy fossils, dinosaurs, if you're interested in how the world works and how it formed, volcanoes, climate change, and if you're interested in how the Earth has changed throughout its history and how it might change in the future, or why we're here now, then geology might be the perfect subject for you. It's really relevant at the moment with issues such as climate change and global warming. So if you take geology, you could potentially help tackle these issues. So if anything I've said has piqued your interest, then take geology at GCSE. Thank you.
So I hope you found that interesting. I'm going to leave you now to watch some of the other videos for some of the other subjects. And if you have any questions, please do contact me. Thank you very much.